Did you know Chinese cars are poised to dominate the global market, even amidst high tariffs? In today's video, we'll uncover why tariffs on electric vehicles, EVs, won't halt the Chinese car invasion in the United States. With the remarkable growth of China's automotive industry, many wonder if tariffs on electric vehicles will be enough to block these machines from entering the American market. Let's delve into why these tariffs might not be as effective as hoped and what this means for the future of the automotive industry. The rise of Chinese cars. Over the past 4 decades, China has undergone a dramatic transformation in its automotive industry. In the mid-80s, vehicle production in China was virtually non-existent. Today, the country is the world's largest automobile exporter, manufacturing more cars than any other nation. But how did China achieve this extraordinary feat? The rise of China's automotive industry began with government policies that encouraged foreign manufacturers to enter the Chinese market. In the 80s, China opened its doors to automotive companies from around the globe, with one stipulation: these companies had to form joint ventures with local manufacturers. This strategy enabled Chinese automakers to learn from foreign companies, acquire advanced technology, and develop their production capabilities. Furthermore, the Chinese government provided generous subsidies to its automotive companies. For instance, the electric vehicle manufacturer BYD received $3.7 billion in incentives between 2018 and 2022. These financial incentives allowed Chinese companies to invest heavily in research and development, resulting in high-quality and technologically advanced vehicles. Another key factor in the success of China's automotive industry was the country's economic growth. With a rapidly expanding economy, the demand for cars significantly increased. In response, Chinese automakers boosted their production capacity to serve both the domestic and export markets. Today, China has the capacity to produce vehicles sufficient to supply half of the world. The acquisition of foreign companies also played a significant role in China's growth strategy. In 2010, Geely, one of China's largest automakers, purchased Volvo from Ford. This acquisition not only increased the company's global presence but also brought advanced technologies and expertise to the Chinese firm. However, the success of China's automotive industry was not achieved without challenges. Initially, the quality of vehicles was a significant concern. When Chinese cars first appeared at international auto shows 15 years ago, their quality was noticeably inferior to their Western counterparts. However, over time, Chinese automakers invested in quality improvements and innovation, and today their vehicles are competitive in terms of performance and reliability. The country's production capacity is impressive. China can manufacture 25 million vehicles per year, leaving 15 million units available for export. In 2023, China exported 5 million vehicles to over 100 countries, solidifying its position as one of the world's largest automobile exporters. But how did the country manage to secure such a dominant position in the global automotive market? Threat and opportunity for the American market. The meteoric rise of Chinese cars has not only shaken the global market but also created a mix of fears and hopes in the American market. Currently, there are no Chinese car brands available for sale in the United States. However, this could change soon, and the implications are profound. Research indicates that many American consumers, especially younger ones, are open to purchasing vehicles made in China. A recent survey showed that 76% of consumers under 40 would consider buying a car from a Chinese brand. This is significant as it demonstrates a growing openness to foreign products, despite concerns about privacy and security. To curb the entry of Chinese vehicles into the American market, the Biden administration has imposed high tariffs on imported electric vehicles from China. These tariffs, which could double the price of these cars, aim to protect the United States automotive industry. However, many experts believe that these tariffs may not be effective in the long run. The Chinese automotive industry is motivated to enter the United States to avoid overcrowding in the domestic market, where competition is fierce and prices are plummeting. A crucial aspect to consider is the quality and competitiveness of Chinese vehicles. Years ago, the quality of Chinese cars was a legitimate concern, but this has drastically changed. Today, vehicles from BYD and NIO are highly competitive, both in terms of quality and technology. China has heavily invested in innovation, especially in the field of electric vehicles, positioning itself at the forefront of automotive technology. The tariffs imposed by the United States could have unintended consequences. During the Trump administration, the trade war with China increased production costs for American automakers. Companies like General Motors and Ford reported significant increases in material costs, such as steel and aluminum, due to tariffs. This affected the competitiveness of American automakers, making it even more challenging to compete with Chinese manufacturers. But is there an alternative solution? Some experts suggest that instead of trying to block the entry of Chinese cars, the United States could adopt a similar approach to what China used 30 years ago. This would mean requiring Chinese automakers to build factories in the United States and form joint ventures with American companies. This strategy could bring economic and technological benefits to both countries. How might these policies and strategies influence the future of the automotive industry in the United States? Chinese quality and innovation. The evolution of the quality and innovation of Chinese cars in recent years is remarkable. When Chinese vehicles first appeared at international auto shows 15 years ago, their quality was lacking. However, Chinese automakers have made significant strides, and today, these vehicles are highly competitive in terms of performance, technology, and reliability. A notable example of this transformation is BYD, a leader in the electric vehicle market. The company has massively invested in research and development, resulting in cars that not only compete in quality but also surpass many Western competitors in technology. BYD has made a mark on the global market with its high-performance electric vehicles and innovative design. Another company exemplifying the advancement of China's automotive industry is NIO. Known as the Tesla of China, NIO specializes in luxury electric vehicles equipped with cutting-edge technology.